Welcome to Shooting the Shit episode 189. 189? Yeah. Should be live. Yes, we are. Good. Live on the radio and the YouTubes and the things. Have a few things. But first, this is the best thing that I've seen on not one of the best things I've seen on Twitter is this. So someone on Twitter, I don't know if you probably did see this. Some journalist, I take it it's a journalist, tweeted out, if you're someone who's been recruited or attempted to be recruited by white supremacists,
retweeting stuff. It's fucking hilarious.
Right. So by white supremacists while playing online multiplayer video games, hit me up. Like, do these people not understand the internet? It's gonna be.
I think they have no idea how anything works.
Like, if you tweet out that, right, the internet is gonna take the piss out of you. There's gonna be so many people going,
well,
yeah.
That's because it's a dumb thing to friggin' tweet out.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
It's gonna be like, I've been playing games for fucking years, and every time that I play games, always these are white supremacists trying to get me to recruit through video games because it's going to be such a troll job, right? It's going to be...
Yeah, they were the people were bringing up games where Nazis were in, you know, where they were on the Nazi side or something too, and they were like, literal Nazis, actually.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. That article is gonna be so fucking out there.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's gonna be so fucking funny. So yeah, I can't believe someone. Why would he tweet that out?
I do not know. It's so dumb.
It's gonna be funny though. Like if they make an article, there's gonna be so many trolls just.
Oh my god! It is nothing but trolls.
Yeah.
It is literally nothing but trolls.
So the first comment that comes up is used to when I played COD Online, but I haven't been active there for 5 years. Real uptake after year 2 of Obama administration. And then not only is that a complete troll, you can see he's taking a piss, right?
Yeah.
Right. So then the reply, right? So he tags someone else in, the original tweet guy, and then she comes in and goes, "Hi, are you interested in talking to NPR about it?" And then she gives the web address. So they're literally, real journalists are literally taking this guy up on what he just said, but you can see he's completely trolling the shit out of them. And someone else goes, "DM me, I'm an expert on this topic."
Yeah.
And the whole thread is like that. It's going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was reading through a lot of them, and I retweeted some, and then Medicare even made some jokes that were funny.
It's going to be so funny. I don't understand. These people are supposed to be journalists. Their job is to know when they're getting fucking played, but they don't. It's like they don't understand. It's like they how old are these people? Have they not been on the internet?
I don't know. You would I find that a lot of these times they have no idea how anything works.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
And it boggles my mind.
I'm old-ish, pretty
Yeah,
old, right?
and you understand how it works, so I don't think it's an age thing.
Right, but like, how could you not? Okay, how could you not be on the internet? Like I was on the internet, right? So I know how it works, right? But like, say if you're 10 years younger than me, how could you not know how the internet works in this regard? Like, it baffles my mind.
I don't know.
Because the internet would be a primary thing.
Yeah.
And
at that point, yeah.
And I don't understand. Like, I can understand if you're 10 years older than me and you maybe don't get it and stuff. But these people are younger than me. They've grew up with the internet. How do you not? It's really weird to me how they don't fucking get it.
No, it boggles my mind too. I don't understand. Because you think by now, because it happens every time, so it's not anything new. It happens every single time. You think they'd notice the pattern.
Yeah.
At the very least. Like, wow, every time I do this, or every time, someone does something similar, this happens.
Yeah, and it's like 4chan. Well, it's sometimes 4chan, sometimes 8chan. The two, obviously, because they split, they're very similar. But 4chan's been doing this shit for since I can remember. Like, they would literally sit on that board, come up with ideas just to troll the mainstream media. Like, and
yeah,
not only that, right, it's all on there. Like, the white supremacist OK sign, right? It's 4chan. 4chan did that.
Yeah.
Right.
They did the OK sign. They did the milk. They did the Pepe the Frog.
Yeah.
They did it all started there. And it's funny because every single time the mainstream media falls for it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. It's like...
and these people, they fall for it every single time. Like, you think they would learn, they don't learn.
No. It's like even back in the day, like 4chan used to get said that it was anything that happened on the internet, hacks and shit, it was all 4chan. 4chan did it. Like, on the mainstream media, it was always 4chan. It was never 4chan. 4chan never done any hacks or shit, but they always got the blame for it, right? I think the biggest thing 4chan...
I think it's because they're popular. Like, they're well known.
I think the biggest...
So then if you don't know who's behind something, but you don't know much about some site besides, like, them being, like, a bunch of trolls and stuff like that, it's probably why they get the blame for things. So that when they do something... and they're kind of like notorious for this like trolling and stuff, and then for something that they didn't do, well, this is the place that we know about that's filled with anonymous people, and that's scary.
That's the thing, they know about it. They know about it. They know that it's a thing. They can go to it, like anyone can go to it and see there's we're going to do this because it's funny, right? But the mainstream media still, like, just falls for it. Like, how? It's so fucking weird. I think the only thing 4chan did, which was massive, which was pretty big, was the Scientology thing. Like, years ago. The fight between 4chan and Scientology. Do you know about that?
No, I don't think I heard about that one.
Well, they went... There was a whole organised thing that they would all turn up at different Scientology churches or whatever and, like, protest them and do shit like that. And so that's the anonymous Guy Fawkes mask thing. Do you know about that? The
Yeah.
V for
Yes,
Vendetta mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I know that
So
Anonymous does that. Yeah.
that was like a big Scientology thing. They all turned up and done that, and Anonymous is like sort of comes from 4chan, so it's the same sort of thing. I think that's the only thing they did, and also like the Anonymous as like a hacker group type thing is sort of a thing, but it's not all of 4chan. It's just like they come from the same culture, right? It's Anonymous, what do you call it? Boards like 4chan and stuff, and that's how they get the name. So it all comes from the same fucking place, right? But yeah, this just sounds like something that it's a stupid idea. So someone else is like, yeah, back in 2015 when I was playing Battlefield 1, I was doing an operation in the Argonne Forest. I was on the German team. Well, halfway through it, someone was talking about securing land for the Germanic people. Next thing I know, we're invading Poland. Oh, it's so funny. Like,
I've seen that one. See, that's what I was like talking about, where they're like talking about where they're like playing a game and stuff. So it's like hilarious.
Record scratch freeze frame. Battle O'Reilly by the Who starts playing. Babble O'Reilly by the Who starts playing. Yup, that's me. And you're probably wondering how I got here. Would you believe it? All started in World War One.
Yeah. It was like friggin' like the ones that I read were all like gold. They were all gold stars for all the ones that I read.
Completely. Like, it's like I don't know what they expected. Like, I just wow. I hope they did DM some of these people and like got weird stories about how they got recruited into the white supremacist Nazi movement from playing a game.
Those people need to release those DMs because it's freaking that would be top keck. That really would.
It's gonna be so funny if they write an article on that. It's like literally everything they're gonna come up with is gonna be just trolls. And there's one from Mike as well. I was playing League of Legends and Hitler's... I can't even say that. Hitler something 1488 tried to get me to come into his secret place. Turns out he's a gay dude and Jewish beers. So like maybe half what you asked for. So like, it's not exactly a white supremacist, but he sort of is. But he's gay and Jewish, so he can't exactly be a Nazi. If you or a loved one have been recruited or attempted to be recruited by white supremacists while playing online multiplayer video games, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Call now. Oh, yeah, that's so funny. Like, everything, I'm going to have to read this later, like, because it's going to be funny. It's going to be brilliant. Like, I can't believe it. Oh. Anyway, I'll get to an article because I've taken up like 10 minutes on that thing, so that can go over there. So this is Riot Games again. Recently, Riot Games. I don't know if we covered this last week. Hopefully not. Riot Games made a post over on the official website indicating that they would be hosting sessions at PAX West that excluded men. It was heavily criticised, obviously. People wanted to go and attend the workshop sessions. Okay, so this was like a workshop on how to like maybe like do your own games or whatever. Sort of like help you do that. But they were like not men though. To learn about getting gaming, learn about game design, and getting an inside look at Riot's art development and creation process. However, Riot Games made it known that the sessions were only going to be available to women and non-binary folk, which further angered the community. League of Legends system designer Daniel Z. Klein, don't know, took objection to gamers pointing out that Riot Games was doing discrimination against men, and he began to mock them for it. Okay, but like, I think that's against them. Is that not like against some gender rule thing that to ban? Is that not like a sexist rule, like in law, that you can't ban a person because of gender? Is that not a thing? I'm asking you.
For what?
For anything. Like, if I've got a company, right, and I host something, right, and I say, nah, we don't want women here. Like, is that not? Can't I get a lawsuit against me for doing that?
No,
because
you
it's
can
gender
get
bias?
a lawsuit. I mean, if it's your own private property that you own, like your house or whatever, and you're like,
well, no,
I'm not gonna let any, and you're holding a party and you're like, no women or whatever, you could do that. Or like,
no. I'm talking about like if I hire out like a pub or something, right?
Okay, if you did a pub and you said men only,
yeah,
you could do that.
You can't.
However, no, you can. It's like a private thing. Like, that's your private little party that you're gonna have. You rented out this place. The only people that you are allowing in are men, or for whatever reason, you can do that. But if you're a company and you're having like, you can't just hire just men, and discriminate against women and not hiring women.
But this is like a thing. This is like
you could probably get in trouble if you had like a company party and you didn't let any of the women.
Well, that's kind of what it's like, right? It's like, well, it's not really, because they're teaching the game design process and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's still a bit. It's a bit sexist, though, right?
I mean, yeah, it'd be sexist to exclude one gender, whether it's male or female.
Right, well, that's exactly what they're doing, and then so they get criticised for it, and then they come out and say the most commonly thrown around arguments are that this is being sexist against men, just like racism, and that you can't fix a problem by doing the opposite of what the problem is. Cool, that's all bullshit. No, it's not. Systemic sexism and racism exists at the intersection of bigotry and power dynamics. Racism isn't just being called the N-word, it's that plus no one caring when you protest, plus not being given a loan a white person would have gotten, plus being shot by the police for no reason. Like, what are you on about, you weirdo? Like, all of them things could happen to a white person. Like, it's still sexism and racism. Just because the person's white doesn't mean it's not. Like, what the fuck? These people don't understand what any of these words are. Like,
no, they don't.
Fucking annoys me. And this is a guy that's the head of like Riot Games. It's so woke. The reason that sexism against men makes no sense as a concept is that men have the power. Well, no, they don't, because you've just took it away from them. You've said you can't come in here because you're a male, right? That means they don't have power. Like,
yeah, if men had power, they'd just be like, no, you're not doing that.
Exactly.
They don't know who. They just make shit up. They just like to like feel oppressed, so they can fill the void in their life, because these people have like absolutely meaningless lives, devoid of any true value.
But he's a
so,
male.
I'm a victim and I'm being oppressed by like whatever it is. It's men for this one.
He's a white male saying this. Like,
if he's a white male, he's probably a predator. I'm just saying.
We'll be getting to that.
If it's a white guy, or if it's a guy saying it, it's just like there's like 80% this guy is a rapist. I'm sorry. That's just
okay.
With how it's always turned out, that's kind of what it. That's just kind of how it goes.
I'll try and look this guy up. Let's see.
Or he's trying to like white knight to get in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those two things. He's either a rapist, a sexual deviant, or he's like white knighting to get in there to get into a woman. But women that like buy into this are just like devoid of like true value in their lives and stuff, and so they have to like pretend like they're oppressed and stuff to like exclude men from like some things or whatever.
Okay.
And men have like less rights and stuff, so it makes sense.
It all makes sense. I've just seen the picture of this guy.
Oh my god, what does he look like?
He is a white male. Hang on.
Is he a soy boy? Does he look like a soy boy?
Just look at some of the images on the Google search there. You'll see.
Okay, I'm opening it.
You'll see, and you'll be like, "Yep."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, look at that one.
Yeah, all of them. You're just like, "Yep."
What is this? No, he's a soy boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know what?
Yeah.
He's missing. He is literally just missing a fedora. I swear to God. He looks just like a fedora tipping guy, except for he's just missing that fedora.
As soon as I seen it, I was like, yeah, everything makes sense now. Yeah, so he is a white male, and he's saying all this shit. It's like... don't understand. Concept is men have the power. They're privileged in so many ways, from small invisible things to large outrageous things like a confessed abuser and harasser like Louis C.K. Can just have a comeback. That's fine. The Louis C.K. thing, it's really weird. Like, I mean, he did ask permission to fap in front of the women that he fapped in front of. And they were like, no, or okay then. Like, he didn't rape anyone. He didn't, like... It's so weird. That whole thing is so weird. He's weird. The women are weird that said that, yeah, they would stay and then started saying, oh, I'm uncomfortable now. No, that's not how this works. You have agency. You could have said no. Like, don't know about you, but if my boss or anyone was like, yeah, I know you're not at work right now, this is my hotel or whatever, and shit, and they were like, do you want to watch me have a wank? I'd be like, fuck no. Like, what are you, like, even if it was a woman or a man, I'd be like, what? Why would I want to do that? Like, no. I'm gonna go now. See you later, you weirdo. Like,
No
why would they go? Why would they go? Yeah, just let me get a chair and a glass of whiskey or whatever, and I'll just sit here and watch you fap. I mean, yeah, that sounds like something I would do. No, it's not. It's so weird. That whole Louis C.K. thing's so fucking weird. Like, unless women can't say no, I mean, well, you can tell me.
I'm fully capable of saying that.
There we go then. So you'd be like, what's good? Like, you just be the same reaction like I just had, right? You'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, how about no? Like, what? Oh. It's so weird. I can't get it through my head properly about how the woman just sat there, watched them do it, and then complains about it later. It's like, but you could have just said no. Like, I don't get it.
No, she could have just said no.
Men are dick. Yeah, exactly. Go, just, no, I'm going to my own hotel room now.
No. Yep, that's what I would have done. I've been like, no thanks.
Right.
I'm good.
It'd be really awkward, but you'd be like, I don't know what to say about this, apart from, yeah, I'm gonna go to my own hotel room now. And then in the morning, you would just, I don't know. It would be
I think
weird.
I would probably, like, if it was me, I told him no, but I think after that, I would have avoided him because, like,
well, you
it would
can't
have been
really avoid
awkward
if
to,
it's
like, so I think I would have kind of just avoided them.
right, but if it's your
until
boss,
until that awkwardness passed, or whatever.
If it's your boss, you can't really avoid them, so you would definitely have to meet them in the morning. Okay, but I would just like never speak about it again.
You couldn't avoid them, but yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really awkward. You'd be sitting there.
I would have felt awkward. I would have felt awkward for sure.
Yeah, you'd be sitting there having breakfast in the
as long
morning.
as he didn't, like, don't do anything on company time while we're working, whatever.
Yeah.
Pursue somebody outside of work.
Yeah.
But I would slowly, I would feel more comfortable, because I would be uncomfortable and awkward at first, but I would slowly become more comfortable as long as he didn't, like, bring it up again.
Yeah,
because I was not too persistent.
It would be the breakfast, because obviously you'd be getting up in the morning to go do whatever it was you were staying in the hotel for, right? So you'd probably both get breakfast together, probably. So that would be a bit awkward. But I would just eat my food and not talk about it, and just talk about work or whatever, and just try and avoid it.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would try to avoid it. Like, I would definitely feel awkward. I definitely feel a bit uncomfortable. But I feel like it would be the same for a guy, but I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, like, totally.
I would be fine. I would be fine with the fact that he did that, though, because it wasn't on company, it was on personal time. And I think you can pursue somebody on personal time.
It's not even pursuing someone, is it? It's just a weird thing. Like, no, okay.
After about 24-hour period, I'd probably be comfortable again. I probably, like, the awkwardness would fade.
Okay, I wouldn't find it awkward if it was something different, like I don't like ask if they asked me out or something like that, or
Yeah,
like
okay.
ask me to stay
Well,
over.
no, I think I would still feel a bit awkward if they asked me on a date and I had to turn them down. I would feel a little bit awkward still, but less awkward, a little bit less awkward than a sexual favor.
A wee bit awkward, right? Like the whole fapping in front of you thing is that's just weird.
I don't want to kink shame. I wouldn't want to kink shame my boss. I'm like, you know what? You have your kinks. No kink shame. Not into it though.
No, it's so weird. Like, just like, without even like, if you were going out with him or something, and then that happened, it would be more of like a kink thing, which it would be fine. But just coming out and saying like that straight off is really fucking weird. Like, you know what I mean? That would make it more awkward.
Yeah.
Anything else would be a bit fine. I would be fine with the rest of it. I would be like, okay, you asked me out, I'm not into you. How about, like, we don't? And then that'd be fine, but it's just do you want to sit there and watch me fap? It's so weird. It's so weird. Oh, no, don't do that.
I'm gonna go make food now.
Yeah. So anyway, he done that. That's what he's on about, the Louis C.K. thing, and then basically Louis C.K. went quiet for a couple of months, and then he went back and made some type of joke or something, and that's what he's on about. It's weird, but he didn't do anything really. Like, he asked permission, so okay. Hello, wee one. Oh no, hang on. Oh, they're okay. What you doing? Oh, need to feed the cat. Yeah, there you go. We beast. So it says men are ridiculously overrepresented in gaming. They're listened to when women are ignored, promoted when women are passed over, lauded for speaking out when women are being called difficult to work with. But men are more into technology and games than women are. It's just a thing. It's just some women like it, but like men like it more, so there's more men in the industry. That's how it works. I imagine the same power dynamics apply to cosplay and fan events. I'm sure women are objectified and harassed both verbally and with unwanted physical contact. I'm sure they're spoken over and made to feel unwelcome at events like these. Well, if they are, why are they still going? Like, and then there's that cosplay wifey thing that happened, which was like weird. She was touching people in the titties and shit, and feeling men's arses and stuff like that. So women do it too. Like, it's not just a male thing if you want that thing. Anyway, I'm going to stop the YouTube thing now. Continue it over on aerithradio.co.uk if you want to listen to the rest of the show. Yeah, so do that. So bye bye YouTubes.